mentioned it before, a rally on Monday, August 9th at City Hall at 12 p.m. about our rights that have been taken away from us from our disgusting communist mayor, Bill de Blasio, or Warren Wilhelm, since he acted like since he's really acting like a Nazi.
Exactly.
Where are your papers and stuff like that? It's quite disgusting. I work for CUNY, City University of New York.
Okay.
And they're going to be requiring us, like most all city workers, and I knew this before the announcement from the mayor. Well, they actually announced it a week prior, about shoving things up our nose every week to be tested. So, okay, so you're like, all right, so that's fine. But you know what? It's not going to end there. It's going to, once the federal government approves the vaccine, because Biden said this a week ago, expect by the end of August that at least one of them can be approved by the FDA. So when it's no longer that argument we could use for emergency use, then all bets are off. These psychopaths are going to go full hog on this, especially, you see what's happening with CNN, by three workers coming to their place. United Airlines just announced 67,000 of their employees will also be forced to have the vaccine. Now, this should be a personal choice. I always tell everyone, I'll get the vaccine when you tell every woman in America that she can't have an abortion no more. Her body, her right, her health care decision, and they like to chant, well, my body, my choice, my health care decision. All of a sudden, that don't mean nothing. It's okay they could abort 62 million fetuses since 1973.
Absolutely.
And also, keep in mind, what about the real pandemic that we need to be all scared about? What about the Dr. Era pandemic? The last statistic says of 2017, 250,000 people died from Dr. Era. I don't see people being scared to go to the doctor's offices. Is there a pandemic from the CDC talking about that? I don't think so. And besides, why are they calling this a vaccine? I mean, when you were a kid, didn't you get the polio vaccine?
Recollection, I think I did.
Yeah, right? So do you recall a lot of people in wheelchairs looking like FDR saying yesterday, December 7th, 1941? No, you don't see people with polio no more, right? You don't get polio, a little polio, right? You didn't get a little polio, did you? No. That vaccine works. A vaccine is supposed to prevent you from getting it fully. In Israel, there's 92% of the population that is vaccinated, but yet hospitalization is going way up with this new variant. Now, a variant is generally a weaker form of a virus. Now, what a virus wants to do, it doesn't really want to keep killing its host. It wants to live too. It adjusts to what it's doing. Like we adjusted to this new horrible disease that is coming, from China. That we adjusted. We had new therapeutics. We came up with the so-called vaccine. Whatever it is.
What do you think about? What do you think about the flu? People not getting the flu anymore? What do you think?
Generally 50 to 85,000 people a year normally died from the flu. Right? What happened to that in 1969, the summer of love? We didn't do social distancing then. When 100,000 people died from Hong Kong.
Great point.
But yet we are in a disgusting Twilight Zone episode. I feel like, Frankie, that I'm stuck in a movie theater and the lights are blown out on the exit sign and I can't escape this disgusting horror movie. We cannot get out of here. And it's quite disgusting that what is happening to our country. And we need patriots like you, which you're doing a great job. Thank you so much for your show. And we need people to go out there and open their mouth. Remember, he who yells the loudest gets their way. We need to open our mouths, ladies and gentlemen. Our rights are being stolen from us. All it takes is one election cycle. That's all it took to take away our rights. This is disgusting. I can't go all of a sudden to eat. Do I have to be like a civil rights activist back in the 1960s and sit at a lunch counter and say I'm not moving, get the police here, like they did in the Woolworths in the South when they had the segregation? This is segregation, what is happening here. This is quite disgusting, but yet all of a sudden people are like sheep. They're allowing it. Look what's in Europe. They're protesting like anything in France, in Milan. They're all out in the streets. We need to get out into the streets. We need to voice our opinions and say this is disgusting. So I will not take this vaccine. I refuse because, I'm not saying I'm invincible. that work, there's at least 10 people that, over the course of a year and a half that caught it. I was there 5 days a week. When everyone's hiding underneath their, in their houses, I had to go to work 5 days a week and be around at least 10 people that caught it. And I don't know if I technically caught it, because every time I asked for a blood thing, they never gave it to me, my doctor. But what I was saying is this: do your due diligence, people. Like your last guest said, do your research. Do your research and make your informed decision. If you want to take it, then that's good for you. If it works for you, for your family, by all means, take it. But if you feel it's not good for you, or you have reservations about it, then by all means, keep in mind, I don't want to be anyone's science experiment.
So I want to ask you, sure, you mentioned this public advocate that you,
yes.
Who are you talking about?
Yes, she's running on the Republican. Yeah, she's running on the.
She's not a rhino, because I don't put rhinos on the air.
Right. I don't think so, to be honest with you. I sent you the interview. She doesn't seem like a rhino.
What's her name?
And Dr. Debbie DEVI, and it's a real long name. No one, even Dr. Oz. She's been on Dr. Oz. She's been on. She was on Fox recently, actually, like last week.
So she's running for public advocate
running for public advocate against Jamani Williams. The guy that.
The city councilman.
Well, no, he's the public advocate. Unfortunately, he's second in charge of the city.
Oh my God!
De Blasio, something happens to him, not like we want him or anything. But God forbid something. We have Jamani Williams. It doesn't get any better. And this is the type of guy that wants to defund the police.
Right.
But yeah, you know where he lives, Frankie?
Where does he live?
He lives with his new wife at the Fort Hamilton Army base.
Oh my God!
Yes, they have housing. I don't know how his wife got housing, but somehow, I don't know if she's part of, like she was in the military or her family was. I don't know the circumstances with that. But all I know is when he comes home at night, he has to show his ID. Like he's probably against when the ID to vote. But yet these hypocrites want us to have an ID to go eat at a restaurant. These people are just so totally disgusting. And yeah, this guy goes to the Fort Hamilton Army base at night with the military protecting him. But yet, this is the type of person that wants to defund the police.
So Glenn, this is great. So let me look at the thing. Let's talk the middle of the week. Maybe I'm gonna do a little research. If she's like you say, she's a Trumper, because I'm not putting. I don't put halfway Trumpers on. She's got to be Trumper all the way. I can't put. I'm running. I don't put anything with rhinos.
I was a Trump alternate delegate for the New York State delegate at large, and unfortunately I didn't get to go to the convention because of the way that things were happening. They didn't even accept any delegates really, or the alternate delegates. I love Donald Trump from day one. I love this guy way before he announced, and I said the only person that could beat Madame Hillary is someone that's not a senator, someone that's not a governor, someone with, as they rob their words, gravitas. And I said, someone like a celebrity. I said, someone like the Celebrity Apprentice. Donald Trump would be the only person that could beat her. And if you all remember my wife, Hillary, remember Bill Clinton? Yeah, well, oh yeah, that sounds familiar. I used to call you Frankie.
I know. Back in the day, the God,
go for my wife. Thank God no one did, Frankie. Thank God
nobody did.
Oh my God. But they had to steal this election. Yep.
Great call. Thank you so much, man. So I'm gonna listen to the video and we'll talk during the week. And we'll see if we're
Frankie.
Thank you so much. Great call.
Great work.
God bless you. Thank you, man. It seems like you guys are doing a great job over there with the Brooklyn Tea Party. Great stuff. Thank you so much. Let's go to Norman. We're going to cut to a break and go to Norman. Oh, Peppertoe's on the line. Wow, big Bill. So we got Bill on the line here. Go to break.